Dr. Cornel West is going to be here today. That's so wonderful. When we first started this program 10 seasons ago, one of the first names on the list was Cornel West, and the fact that we got him today is lovely. Can we just start by saying congrats to Brian McKeever, won the gold for the 20K visually impaired cross country in the Sochi Paralympics. Well done, sir. So yeah, I guess aside from that, nothing else happened today. Pretty slow. Yeah, I get it. There's an elephant in the room. I get it. Listen, yeah. So yeah, maybe I am. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe next season I will be part of the Hockey Night in Canada broadcast. Maybe that part. But to me, thank you. I'm obviously incredibly excited, but I am a little bit disappointed because I was under the impression that they asked me to play hockey every Saturday night. And there are at least 11 teams in the NHL. Vancouver, I'm looking in your direction that could use a guy with my no skills. You know? I could think that'd be good. Listen, I'm still happy to be here. I'm excited to continue my time here on the CBC and work with Ron MacLean and Don Cherry, of course. One of the reasons why Rogers thought I would be a good call and CBC thought I would be a good fit is that with my limited color choice, this is about as bright as I get. I won't clash with Don. And if you think it's controversial, because I know there are some people out there that go, what the hell that guy is doing Hockey Night in Canada, wait till you find out that I'm bringing Margaret Atwood over to do play-by-play. Because that is going to be amazing. And I still get to be your boyfriend, but now I'm going to be more like your actual boyfriend. I'm really only going to sit next to you on Saturdays and talk hockey. That's all I'm going to do. Shall we deal with the day? All right. So, I would like to say, by the way, thanks to Bob McKenzie from TSN for leaking it and tweeting it. That's how my mother found out. Very kind of you. But it was happening yesterday while I was at the CSAs, and a big congratulations to everybody involved in the Canadian Screen Awards last night. Martin Short was fantastic. He was fantastic. I feel so blessed to be a Canadian in this industry. This industry is growing so much. You know, live TV being what it is, it was a bit unpredictable. So to all the Best Picture nominees, that maybe not as much time as the producers would have liked to give them at the end of the program. But I know that everybody here at the network and the production crew have huge respect to the teams behind the following films. So The Dismantlement, or Les Démantlements, Empire of Dirt, Enemy, The F Word, The Grand Seduction, Maina, and Tom à la Ferme, Tom at the Farm. Incredible films nominated, and of course the winning film, which is Gabrielle, directed by Louise Archambault, which is a very, very wonderful film. It's about a young woman with Williams syndrome, and that's only one part of the story, so congrats to everybody nominated and to Louise and Gabrielle. Here's Louise when she was on our show.
I think we can all learn from one another. Let's say, for example, I think Gabrielle she's so much stronger than what I am as an emotional intelligence. She's so authentic and true. She loves, she doesn't, and she tells you. And all the actors, they learn from one another, even the professional actors. They were telling me, let's say, Melissa Desormeaux-Poulain, who plays her sister, she was like, I cannot my acting. You know, I sense it. I sense Gabrielle, her look. When she looks at me, I had to be real and true and listen to the other actors as well.
So wonderful, Gabrielle. If you haven't seen it, it's outstanding. You need to check out that film. And congrats to everybody nominated. Well deserved. Now, before we get on to other things here, I want to stay on the subject of Quebec and cameras and recordings and things. Quebec's election campaign now well underway, and it's just been announced that they have a superstar candidate for the Parti Québécois, Pierre-Carl Pelado. Now, some of you are thinking, who is that? Other people are thinking, a smaller group across Canada, but are thinking, why do I know that name? Well, here's a brief primer. Up until yesterday, Pierre ran Quebecor Inc., which runs Quebecor Media, which runs Sun Media Corporation, which co-runs Sun News Network. Yes, those are the guys. Just thought you might like to know that a candidate in a party that's been called a separatist party is also closely connected to an English television network with, let's say, conservative nationalist tendencies, which is just an attendant irony I thought you'd enjoy. I don't care who wins that riding. I'm not in that riding. I leave it up to the judges. But I wonder if the opponent of that riding will run against their platform by just using Sun Media's position on Quebec. I wonder if that is one way they can do it. And with all the election talk and the media and the arts and all those other urbane pursuits by downtown elites, as Rob Ford would say, yes, that's right, Rob Ford got quoted. And nobody had to beep anything out or cry. It's time to get out of the cities if we can for just a bit and see what's going on in the other parts of the country. It's time to get back to Canada.
Time to get back to the country, time to get back to to the country.
All right. It's kind of a... Can we hear that song again? Let me hear that song again. Let's play that song again.
Time to get back to the country. Time to get back to the country.
All right, so Canada's 150th birthday is still a couple of years away, but you know it's a real thing because there's already a Facebook invite. It's official. And I'm still waiting. I want to see who else is coming before we RSVP. I replied, maybe. Of course I'm going to be there. But what do you get the country that has everything? And it's true, this is a country that has everything. Well, we have most things. What we don't have is something really scary on the coast. But if you live in the beautiful countryside of the East Coast, specifically anywhere near Cape Breton Highlands National Park, do you know what your plans are going to likely involve? This. This is a new statue they want to build there. It's called Mother Canada. Super post-apocalyptic, right? It's a planned 10-story high statue to honor Canada's veterans. I think we can all agree that's an amazing thing. 30 meters tall, grayish hair, enjoys long romantic stands near the beach. Financed by a Toronto business person, backed by the feds. They're expecting Mother Canada to be complete by about 2017, the year we turn 150. 150 is the new 30. Now, not all the locals are for it, and perhaps because it comes with a souvenir shop, a restaurant, and parking for 300 cars. And to be honest, I love the statue, but I would, because I like heavy metal. That looks a little Game of Thrones, doesn't it? But Mother of Canada sounds a lot like Mother of Jackins, and here's the thing, you have to be very thankful for this one, Mother Canada, because the initial idea was to build it on the West Coast, and it was called the Mother-in-Law, and it was not a good idea for a statue. That's your debrief.